Hey there, everyone. It's me, Gigan Jr.,
And I'm Godzilla, yo.
and we're back with, I can't believe it, but an all-new episode of Ask G&G.
Yes, Ask Godzilla and Gigan is back. Why did it disappear for so long? That is a question you could ask.
Yeah, and if you want to ask any questions, you can leave them in the comments section down below.
Yep, and if you're on our Patreon, you of course get priority with questions.
Speaking of Patreon, in our $10 tier, you get shouted out in every single Ask G&G.
So yeah, right now we're shouting out Susan, our only $10 patron.
And our first patron ever.
So thank you, Susan. Welcome to the show.
Our first question of the day reads, Dear Godzilla and Gigan, are you excited for the new Gamera anime? It looks like it could be pretty cool. A lot of the new monster designs are neat. They seem kind of colorful too. Zegra's coming back. They're one of my favorites design-wise.
Not character-wise?
No, not necessarily character-wise.
I don't know how it'll compete with Singular Point.
You know, a lot of people found Godzilla's Singular Point to be quite confusing. I mean, I'm from the fucking future. I'm a cyborg. I'm an engineer, and even I was like, I wasn't fully on board until my third watch through, and then I finally understood the ending.
Yeah, but you're also a bitch. Yep, won't be as good as Godzilla's Singular Point, but maybe I'll watch it, whatever the fuck. But I do kind of wish it had some more original kaiju, you know? It seems to just be like all the Showa kaiju again. I would really like some more original kaiju from the Gamera franchise.
Yeah, original kaiju are always fun. It's nice to see the classics, but it's also nice to see some originality.
Yeah, I mean, if people weren't willing to create new monsters, we wouldn't have Legion and Iris.
True facts.
Question number 2 reads, Dear Godzilla and Gigan, what do you think of the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection going on hiatus?
So, Hasbro recently announced that the Power Rangers Lightning Collection adult collectible toy line would be taking a bit of a break and not releasing any new figures for a while.
Which is fine, because they went up in price by like $5 and they went down in quality. B3 recently got a new Green Ranger figure, and it just broke right out of package. Paint is inconsistent, blah blah blah.
A lot of the complaints about the Lightning Collection that the Power Rangers community has were actually complaints that we didn't have. We weren't super picky with them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we were paying an SH Figure Arts price point. For $25, they were fine.
But some of the most recent figures, like, the Coda and the Dino Fury Green, really have some real, actual issues.
Plus, and I'm just gonna say it, they release figures way too fast. They release so many, so quickly. Many of them are deluxes, which cost more.
Yeah, that's true. They release them so fast that it's really impossible to kind of keep up with the line financially.
And space-wise on the shelf.
And then they made a lot of weird choices as well, like releasing 2 in-space Blue Rangers, one with like a vehicle, and then the other with Psycho Silver.
So, like, if you want the vehicle and Psycho Silver, you gotta buy 2 Blue Rangers?
Yeah, like TJ is one of my favorite Rangers of all time, but I mean, that seems excessive. Why not just sell the vehicle independently with no Ranger?
Or maybe the Ranger in, like, a different form.
Yeah, I'm not sure all the in-space Rangers had secondary forms.
Yeah, but I mean, that would work for, like, SPD or something that has, like, SWAT mode.
Or Dino Thunder with their Super Dino mode.
Exactly, something like that.
And then they also pulled something similar with the In-Space Silver Ranger. They released a single-carded In-Space Silver Ranger, and then In-Space Silver on a motorcycle.
Yeah, so if you bought the single release, but you wanted the motorcycle, you would have to get a second Silver Ranger.
So those kind of just piled up on shelves.
Yeah, plus not really giving much love to Rangers outside of Mighty Morphin.
Which is pretty much always going to be the case, because the casual collector is probably mostly going to go for Mighty Morphin,
or whatever the current show is.
Yeah, at the time of recording this, we're between shows, but Cosmic Fury is next.
True. If you have any questions about our thoughts on Cosmic Fury and stuff, you can leave them down below.
But yeah, we think the hiatus is a good thing.
Yeah, maybe they'll be able to change stuff for the better.
And it'll give us time to catch up on the releases that we don't yet have.
Yeah. Expensive.
Question number 3 reads, Dear Godzilla and Gigan, are you excited for the brand new Japanese Godzilla? -1.
You bet your tiny little cocklet I'm excited. It's what Forbes magazine called the first Japanese Godzilla project since Shin Godzilla, which was 100% incorrect.
Forbes magazine also said that it was a shared universe film with Shin Godzilla.
Which would just be straight up not possible considering it takes place in the 40s.
Yeah, like right after the A-bombs were dropped.
So it looks like I'll probably be created by the A-bombs in this movie instead of the H-bombs.
Which would be very interesting, because it's like the film said, Japan hasn't really had a chance to rebuild itself at this point in history.
And then Godzilla will charge on in.
Yeah, and, you know, design-wise, it kind of looks like the Universal Ride Godzilla.
But the Universal Ride Godzilla looks great, and it has some really unique tall spines.
Yeah, so I like the look. I honest to God like the look.
And the film seems really cool. Toho's been putting a lot of effort into their Godzilla projects recently. Been really trying to just make different projects. Sure, that might not have always worked out, but you gotta commend them for trying to do something different with such a long-running franchise.
Yeah. Anyways, next question.
Dear Godzilla and Gigan, what do you think of Ash leaving the Pokemon show?
Now, this is a topic that a lot of people have strong feelings about. They grew up with Ash. So many people grew up with Ash. A couple different generations, in fact. But
I think it's time to let him move on.
yeah, let's do something a little different with the Pokemon franchise now.
I mean, Ash's whole goal was to be a Pokemon master.
Right, so if he stays the protagonist of the show, he'll either never become a Pokemon master,
Or become a Pokemon master, and then his character has nowhere to go.
right. So I think it's better to, you know, have him win a championship as he did.
And then, move on. I mean, he can have guest appearances and stuff. Like, maybe whoever the next protagonist is can battle him at the end of their, first fucking few seasons.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Would they beat Ash? Hopefully not, because we need to, keep him established as a winner.
And also give our new protagonist room to grow.
Yeah, so fuck Ash.
That's not what I was saying. It's more like a heartfelt goodbye to the character. He grew up alongside us kind of thing.
No. Fuck him.
Okay, well, we have one question left. The last question reads, will Gigan ever return to life? Well, from an in-story perspective, it would be very good for me, but from a meta perspective...
Look, our producer, B3, he kinda doesn't like when characters have a big death and then are brought back to life immediately.
Actually, his original plan was to just leave my dad dead for a long time, and then he had a full plan to bring him back, even planted the seeds for it in previous episodes. See if you can find them.
But as time went on and he noticed that media has gotten somehow even worse about pretending to kill characters off,
he thought it might be best and more integral to just leave my dad the way it is.
But at least you get to keep your job.
Yeah, I suppose. Besides, I think I'm a pretty interesting character. I'm all the best parts about, the original Gigan, but I think I have a pretty good relationship with you.
Thank you, my friend. I think we have a good relationship too, even though you're a dumbass space chicken piece of shit.
Okay, alright, we're ending the episode. Thank you all very much for your support.
Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links down below.
And follow us on Patreon, questions left by patrons get priority.
Yes, and also, and check this out, hey, on the $10 tier, you'll get shouted out, homie.
Yeah, apparently people like that for some reason. Never understood why patrons liked getting shoutouts so much, but hell, if people like it, we might as well offer it.
So thank you again, Susan, for joining our $10 G&G fan club tier on Patreon.
Alright, that's it. Thank you all very much for your support.
And we'll see you all next time.
Bye for now.
Alright, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Heading to my trailer.
We don't have trailers.
Heading to my trailer, I said.